Hey, what's up guys? Kriscoolmod. I'm gonna show you and explain my almost final version of the 2 TB that work on handheld mini PC, handheld PC, regular PC, no GPU with GPU, no problem. So I'm on the stage of testing everything again because I test for the past few weeks. And it's almost done. So I'm gonna show you what it looked like at 99%. Let me just quit it because I booted 2 times, I guess. Yeah. So I'm gonna show you so far what I did. I'm gonna show you all the system, the games. I'm going to show you a little bit how to set up because it's really easy to set it up. It's more easy than the 16 TB and the 2 TB light gun and the 24 TB. It's very easy. E-boot, now I have the Asus Li X. It works on the Asus Li. Actually, it works on any handheld mini PC modern, you know, the actual Neo, Claw, name it, Legion Go, as long as you have a Windows 10 or Windows 11, mostly Windows 10, 11 running on your handheld. And I will provide on my site, on the Discord, and on my site, all the spec minimum, like you need to have a Ryzen 5000 series minimum or an Intel 8th generation with GPU or without GPU, or with GPU, real dedicated GPU or integrated GPU. Now it works on any mini PC. Also, if you look, also test, I have a mini PC right there. It's a Neo. I have other mini PC I'm testing on, and it works. It works on any modern mini PC, handheld, and modern PC. It's a portable. It's going to be a 2 TB SSD. All right. It's I'm going to sell the. It's a SanDisk external SSD. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. It works. This drive, it's a beast. I'm telling you, this drive. It's hard to corrupt this drive. This drive is very good, okay? By the way, when you plug and unplug the drive on any PC or handheld, always shut down the PC or eject the drive. If the drive doesn't want to eject from the unit, you need to shut down your PC. Never unplug the drive when it's running. That's the way you're gonna break it. I'm working also, because it's not finished, the listing is not ready. So, see, I just ordered a few 2 TB. This is new 2 TB SanDisk SD card. Okay, I'm not a fan of SD card because Li, they used to have a bad SD card reader on the first generation. I don't know now if it's okay. For the Li, I suspect the new Li X or the new revision model on the other Li 2024, 2023 is okay. I don't know. So that's why, if you don't know and your SD card is broken on your Li, I'm going to sell the Type-C. Also, it comes with a USB 3 adapter, but also a Type-C. And also what you can do is to buy a pocket. It's a 3M glue pocket. What I did, I cut it. It was too long. I cut it, and make sure you don't block the fan on the back. That's very important. I block it a little bit there. I can maybe trim it, you know, with a pair of scissors and cut it here to make sure the fan has enough air, because those handheld, they need air circulation like badly, okay? So because more your CPU or RPU will turn hot, more it will run slower, right? So that's it. I'm working on it. It's almost finished. I have 54 or 56 systems. I didn't count the games yet. I'm gonna do a game list because I'm not finished. I'm still a little bit deciding which game to add, which game to remove. Like I said, I'm still testing all the system to make sure it runs well. So maybe I need to tweak some emulator. But I'm still in the process final process of it. By the way, this drive is going to be so simple. It doesn't have any syncovery update. You're not going to need any update. This drive is going to be built. It's going to be working. You're going to boot the game. It's going to work, okay? Because I'm testing on almost any handheld. I have the what's the name? Not GPT, TGI. That's the TGI 10 inches. I have the 1X. I have the Li. It's not gonna work on the Steam Deck. What did I say? Wait a second. Yeah, so this drive is gonna be simple because look at that. I'm gonna zoom in. It can be any drive later. The installation cannot be more easy than that. You plug your drive, okay? Look at that. You plug your drive, okay? It can be any letters. D, E, F, G, H, O, name it. All the alphabet, okay? I test it. Now on the Li, it was set as F, if I remember. On this Aya Neo, it's plugged right now. It's set as D. But it can be E, D, F, G, no problem. All the path has been remade, so you don't need to go to this manager and set your D drive. Also, it doesn't have a F partition. If you did watch my other video, I don't have a F partition, so it's one partition. You plug the drive. Look at that, I'm gonna show you. Now it's plugged on my, where it is, on my Aya Neo mini PC, okay? It's a mini, I don't remember the name of it. The CPU, RPU, it's 7800H, something like that. But it's very common. It's the 7000 series. It's a Aya Neo mini PC with integrated GPU AMD. All right, so I did plug my drive. Look, I just plugged my 2 terabyte in it. And look at that. I'm going to show you. Let's say this is the first time you plug the drive. The drive appears as D, right? But it doesn't matter. It can be D, E, F, G, H, M, N, M, N, O, P. There is a two-step. Just to make sure no file is going to be deleted. Like the usual, okay? You go to your setting, you go to private and security, and you do an exception on the drive is gonna be plugged, all right? So you need to make sure that if you're gonna use the RetroBeast as letter D, okay, randomly, you're always gonna use it as letter D, okay? If it's gonna be M, you need to, every time you're gonna plug it and run it and play game, you need to make sure it's M. By the fact that you need to do an exception on security. If you have Norton or any application, you go to, sorry, my screen is freaking large. Anyway, you just do an exception, add and remove, add folder, and you just add the drive, the Beast, the D drive I just plug. I do an exception, so Windows never gonna delete any false positive virus scan on the drive, okay? So that's very important. That's the first step. And the second step is just to install the gaming driver. So you open the drive, wiki, look at that, and you click on the installation, the step 3. And I provide all the information, wiki you can read about controlling the games and so on. So AH key will appear, you install it, and after everything is going to be done automatically, you wait a few seconds. It's going to say all your gaming driver has been installed, and you're good to go. Simple as that. So take your coffee and relax and just wait. By this time, I'm going to show you a little bit of the 2 terabyte running. All right, let's begin. So to begin, I have the is installing a bunch of gaming drivers, DirectX, and so on that you need to run games. Also, it's optional, but you go to your window update. You update all your gaming driver, your window update, and you're ready to go. See, now it's done. All gaming driver has been installed. The third step is just to copy the shortcut on your desktop. Look at that. You open the drive again, you go to RetroBeast, and there is two. Customization, because there is an application to customize your theme and the spec of the RetroBeast. So you click on Customization and RetroBeast 2 terabyte, right click, Show More, Send to Desktop. See, now I have two new logos, so I can boot the Beast now. And I'm ready to play with any Xbox controller or any Xbox integrated on this. Also, another tips before I show you all the games. On any handheld, you press the command center. Make sure it's not the gamepad or keyboard is not set automatic. You need to click and set it as gamepad or Xbox or whatever, but auto will not work. It will keep keyboard mode. That's not good. No game will work. So see, gamepad. So you put your device in gamepad mode, you close it, you're ready to play. After that, it's up to you, the performance and so on and so on. If you need to click a keyboard for some reason in some game, you press the keyboard on top of your game and you press whatever you need. That's it, you're ready to play. And the game list is freaking good, man. I have a big range. It's a lot focused on console and arcade, okay? I didn't add any unpopular computer system. So there is old system, but popular system. And the first one is the MAME. And by the way, thanks for Carnop that built this wonderful new launcher and the customization for the launcher. Carnop, they did a freaking good job. It's really, really cool. Now they did add the, on the arcade only, you have the score. So every time you play a game and you beat a freaking good score, the score on the most popular game will appear for a short time on top of the, see? That's the score. So if you did write your name and you have a score, you are 4, you're gonna see. So you can see and if you want to beat your score. So also, all those features I'm gonna show you later can be removed. You can remove those features, you can change the layout, all the logo layout, my God. I have the marquee enabled. If you play on a regular PC with another screen, you can see the logo and video on the other screen and stuff. There is around 50 settings you can change the layout. I can show you later. But the arcade now, it's a poster style. So for handheld, I think it's really good because you see the, but there is around 20 themes just for the arcade only. And what's good about the new theme is you can change the theme only for arcade. You can change all the themes for each individual console as you like. And you can change the theme for the main launcher. The main launcher, I mean the main wheel. You can change the style for the main wheel, and it can be different in each individual console. Really, really cool. So like the usual, you press enter, you choose your game. Also, you can add favorite. So you press start. Let's say you want to add, I don't know, let's say this one. I'm going to add this one. You press start. And if you go up, opposite of if you go to your favorite, the game is going to be there. All right? So you can always have your favorite games in one layer. Also, favorite apply to the main wheel. Let's say you only want to play MAME and whatever, the system you like, and after you go up, and this is my favorite, Xbox, Wii U, Switch, PS3, PC game, GameCube, but you can remove them, okay? You can add and remove them. That's your favorite main wheel, and after you can add the game inside, all right? See, I have PS4, I have a surprise for you. PS4, I did add Bloodborne, all right? So you have Bloodborne and Crash Bandicoot in the PS4, all right? Oh, I'm gonna show you, look at that. Yeah, I did add all the system, and at the end I said, you know what? Maybe it's the first time someone add, you know, PS4 emulation for a handheld. So, and he run really well. He run at 60 Hertz, optimize it to 60 Hertz and 900p. But man, he run great. Play offline, of course, and continue. And every game, every single system and game, you press back and start to quit. That's freaking good. So, all right, so that's Bloodborne. 60 Hertz, not 30. Because on PS4 natively it runs at 30. Look at that, smooth like butter. Also, any modern system you're gonna boot on my drive for the first time, like Switch, PS3, PS4 and stuff like that, any modern emulator, they create a cache. It's a specific cache they create for your hardware, right? So, not everybody has the same hardware. So every time you boot a game the first time, let's say on the Switch, you create a cache, all right, for the specific hardware, GPU and CPU. But because it's doing that, the game's gonna run slow, and you're gonna have stutter at the first time. Like the game's gonna freeze or pause. Like, don't panic, let it run. More you're gonna play, after you quit it, and you reboot it, the game's gonna run smooth, okay? It's creating a cache just for your hardware, all right? So that's the first time you play a game. Right, so that's Bloodborne, very cool. Actually, I'm gonna play it after this video. I said that for a long time, but I wanna play it. All right, so see guys, I'm gonna quit, back and start. Oops, sorry. Did he quit? It doesn't. He didn't. Why? Wait a second. I just booted a few. What? Okay, wait a second. If it doesn't work, there is a click on the. Wait a second. Okay, I'm gonna quit it manually. Wait a second. I don't know why he does that. That was my mouse. Wait a second. Yeah, I don't know why he does that, because I can quit it on any other PC. I don't know what did happen. So I went to this manager and shut it down. Let's boot another game just for fun. Xbox. Let's boot a Xbox game. Oh, maybe I know why. Because it's very important for the RetroBeast that the controller is plugged. When you boot it, some feature may not work, and I know I booted 2 times. Wait a second. Okay, let's quit RetroBeast. Let's quit that. See, it's because there is 2 RetroBeast running at the same time. That's the problem. Okay, sorry, my bad. Because I'm on the handheld, sometimes it's difficult to boot something with your finger, and I press it multiple times. So let's check. Yeah, I know it was 3 times RetroBeast running. Okay, there is 1 time. Yeah, all right. Okay, let's boot the PS4 again, or the Xbox. The Xbox didn't work, so let's try it. Oh, there is a music player also. You can listen music when you choose your game, or you can listen music also in game. There is a ton of options. I can show you later. So let's try back and start. See, you quit right away. Yeah. Let's try Bloodborne again. Okay, to shut down music, you press your joystick. See? Let's play the music. Yeah, there is a music player. Let's start the music again. I can load the sound, see, with the joystick. So joystick down, volume up, next song, on right, previous song, and mute. Right? You can also disable it totally, and you can make it run a little bit lower than the game sound, and you can listen music when you play a game also, and you can add your favorite music. So let's boot Bloodborne. Just wait for it to boot properly. Yeah, let's try to quit. Yeah, see, that's it. So any game can boot. Yeah, the problem was I did boot 2-3 times RetroBeast by mistake, and it was asking me, would you like to wait for the process and stuff like that. So all right, so let's continue. Let's start at the beginning. I'm gonna jump the most common system that people know. I will do another video with the game count and stuff like that. But I have all the Atari, so all the arcade. Arcade is not as complete as the 24 terabyte or the 16. He has, let me put my glasses. He has 854 if I remember. But it's the best of the best, okay? So yeah, I didn't explain, but the 2 terabyte portable mini PC, name it as you like, it's the best of the best. Some system has the best game, the top 50, top 100, top 25, and it was hard to choose for the modern system because Switch, PS3, PS2 are big amount games, and it go fast to fill a 2 terabyte. Okay, so I need to be wise. So Atari 500, Atari 7800, right? So see if I boot it, everything works with X input or a Xbox controller, wire or Bluetooth. You can plug your LI on your big TV, hook your Xbox controller and play with your Xbox controller. No problem. So the Atari, so you can play. So quit. Atomic Wave, and all the cover are there. It's freaking beautiful. I will do a video dedicated on all the customization you can do because there is a lot. ColecoVision, Amiga, Dreamcast, 47 best Dreamcast, almost 50. So I shut down the music, but Yeah, just for fun, I'm gonna see I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna use my mouse. Wait a second. This is the customization, very quick. So from your desktop, after you put the shortcut, if you want to change the theme, shut down the music, let's say you have a problem running RetroBeast for some reason because your hardware is not so compatible or old. There is some trick I'm going to show you. There is some optimization. You can optimize the beast to run. So this is all the, let's put my glasses. All right, I don't know if you can see properly, but the first tab is the theme, all right? So you have all the theme. This is for arcade only. There is a ton, okay? There is a ton. I'm gonna change it, another one. I'm gonna change art. I like art for arcade. And as soon as you click on it, you see a green. It's already applied, okay? You don't need to touch on the left, okay? That's not important. And this one is to reset everything. Don't touch this one. That's an emergency reset everything. This blue button is just to launch the RetroBeast. If you need to go back to setting and go back to the launcher very often, so that's a good feature. But you only need to click on whatever choice you want to do on the left. After the second screen, but there is no second screen on the Ally. But if you have a second screen, this is all what you want to see on the second screen. You can also shut it down. Console means the second tier. Every console wheel you enter, that's the theme. Okay, let's change it to, oh, I like nostalgic, very great. And home mean the main one. So the main one, you can change it, I like the spin, but I will choose Spectrum Top. That's it. The rest is more, if you have problem, you need to go very far away. At the end, there is a spec. Front end. This is where you fix the RetroBeast. The V-Sync is on, but you can turn it off. The FPS, if your screen run at 120 or 60. Hardware acceleration, I put it off, but you can try to put it on. Maybe it's gonna fix. And also, one of the most important one is on Potato PC, you need to run it as old. Okay. But when you're gonna receive the beats, is gonna run at Direct 11, all right? But you can play with those options. It will fix your RetroBeast. That's it. You can close it and boot your beast. And now the layout has changed. Also, it was the music turn off and blah blah blah. So see, I can load the sound. The volume is right there. I can just shut it down. And now my logo is on top. And if I go, let's say, Dreamcast, see, now it's more like a room with the cover. You can add the logo like the Hyperspin also and stuff like that. So it's very beautiful. I'm going to show you arcade. I changed arcade also, just to show you a few. See, now the logo is running up and down like a wheel. And look, the beautiful art cabinet from Coin-Up, really great, with the video snap on the right. And you have the collection. If you go on right to left or left to right, you can choose your last play, old school, beat them up, run and gun, fight club, shoot them up, racer, sport, puzzle, and so on. You got the idea. So the theme on arcade is very deep. You have a ton of customization. Really good. Okay, let's continue. I don't like the top one for the handheld. So let's quit it. I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna boot. Oh, I press one time, huh? Yeah. I'm not used to use a touch screen. But be aware, make sure you don't boot the beast 2-3 times. I'm gonna change arcade artistic. I'm gonna put console at, where it is, vertical. I like vertical. And home is gonna be lower. All right. I can boot the beast from here if I want. All right, let's boot it. Oh, it didn't change. I didn't put the, what? Why did it change? Home? Bottom. Now let's quit this. I'm gonna boot it from there. Yeah, see now it's bottom. And in the wheel, it's at the bottom. I change it again. I'm gonna put console, RetroBeast. All right. Anyway, you got the idea. There's a ton of settings. So let's jump. See now it's RetroBeast is the cabinet style with the logo going up and down. I like it. There is a ton of theme I like. All right, let's continue. So there is Amiga, Dreamcast, Game & Watch. Load the music, not the... Oh man, I worked a lot on the emulator. So I did make sure the render and the shader, it's amazing on the handheld. So I start with full screen and I say, nah, full screen is not that great. So I did add a bezel, but it's the dark bezel, like for the Game Boy with the green. So all the Game Boy has a kind of bezel. Because at first I say, you know what, that's a handheld. So the image should be full screen. But Game Boy doesn't look great on full screen, even on a handheld. So I did add a small bezel frame. But you can change it. By the way, to access the emulator, if you want to save your game or whatever, it doesn't have the guide. But usually on the Xbox, you press the home button, the guide. You will access RetroArch setting. What I'm gonna do on this one? I use the keyboard. But the problem with the keyboard, it doesn't have the F1. Usually you press F1 on the keyboard. But the problem with those handheld, I don't know how to access F1, F2, F3. That's 2. Maybe there is a trick, but I don't know. Maybe in the setting. I don't know. But anyway, if you have a keyboard, you press F1, look. So I just press F1 on my separate keyboard and you can save, look, you can shader, you can change the shader. That's the overlay shader, the effect. And to change the bezel, it's on screen overlay. Screen overlay for the bezel and shader for the effect. There's a ton of, you need to save sometime. And also save your state and load your state. Also some emulator, what I did, you can press back and X to save and back and Y to load, like for PSP, PS2 and stuff like that. But some of them you need to access the emulator. So that's the Game Boy. You quit. Anyway, any optimization and update and tweak I will do over time because there is no syncovery. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna create a channel on the Discord and I will provide something to download with a path. So you're gonna download it, put it on your drive, and I'm gonna tell you where to put it and overwrite the files. It can be in RetroArch, it can be on any system. So it's not going to be so much update, but let's say I fix a teeny, I add the feature to save and load in an emulator. It's a teeny files, you know, it's just an overwrite one files. Also, it's your drive. If you want to go and update the emulator and change it, it's up to you. You can always update the emulator and change it the way you like. But what's going to happen if you screw up all the emulator, it's up to you. But you don't have sync recovery to put back. So you cannot say, hey Chris, can you send me all the files because I screw RetroArch? That's going to be the problem, okay? The only way I can, if you screw all the emulator and you play with, you know, you change everything, the only way is to send me the drive, but I'm going to charge you to rebuild the drive, okay? And you need to ship, it's going to cost money. So there is no sync recovery. So if there is a few missing files, I can provide the files on the Discord you need to download. You know what I mean? But if you say, oh, I delete by mistake one file or whatever, but if you have a few gigabytes, or I cannot send all the drive. So the best sometimes is just to rebuild all the drive like the way it was, by sending it to me. All right, so let's continue. Of course, I was Game Boy. Of course, there is GameCube. It runs really great. There is 31 so far GameCube. Let's put Mario Tennis. And like I said, the music, you can add your own music in the RetroBeast music folder. And you can delete my music if you want. So look, boot very fast. I'm gonna quit. GameCube, Game Gear, of course. Genesis, of course. Master, Model 3. I did add a bunch of arcade style. Like it. Naomi, of course. There is a ton of Naomi. I was surprised. I didn't remember. 98. I did put all the Naomi. So I think they are great games. All the arcade are great. So see a lot of system. Okay, you will see a lot of system. They have the black, dark frame. So the bezel doesn't punch your eyes. You focus on the game. But as I keep a few systems, I think like Super NES, a few Sega system has the punchy color bezel. But most of them, they have a dark bezel. The MAME has the unique bezel per system. Colorful, but you can choose, also you can choose your bezel for the MAME. There is darker bezel, there are more bright bezel, more large, more full screen. The full screen is the game's gonna be that large with a very thin bezel. Nintendo 64 works really great. See, it looks almost full screen, you don't see the bezel. I like it. But for some system, I did add the team bezel. I think Nintendo, I'm not sure. I remember a few Sega. Yeah, the dark one. 3DO, PC Engine. Okay, it was hard to choose PC game, okay? So I did some research on the best, most popular game. I cannot add games like God of War at 160 gigabytes. That's freaking huge. But I did try, see there is a battle load, there is action and arcade games. Of course, Broforce, Crash Bandicoot, Cuphead. I did add the latest, you know, the Doom 1 and 2 remastered, Geometry. Most of them are kind of old, Killer Instinct, RE. So I think this is good action arcade. Turtle, Ultra Fighter, Zero Gunner. It was hard to choose. They all works. Pinball, very cool. So there is Pinball FX 2 and 3. And he boot fast as hell. Look at that. Boom, right in the game. Boom, ready for action. Look at that. Quit. Boom. Simple as that. There is a few wheels you cannot change the theme. The 2 pinball and the Game & Watch. Because the style of the pinball and the Game Watch anyway. That's the only wheel you cannot change. The theme, PlayStation of course. I have all the 59, best of the best. The PS2, look at that. 26, I did choose 26. And you can trust me, I test and I boot all the time. Okay, I say, okay, today I'm gonna plug on the 1X, I'm gonna plug on the, what's the name, TGD, the LI. I know, I just buy the LI just for you guys to test it. Because mostly I like to play on my big 10 inches TGD. But I want to make sure it works, you know, because this is a different spec, different Xbox, so I want to make sure. Yeah, it's not a mistake. This game starts with the, well, this is the PS2. The sound is great, stereo, everything works great. Yeah. So I did test, I did some tweak to make sure it works on the portable device. There is no slowdown and stuff like that. But look at that, you can play any freaking good game. And it's not over, I choose the game. So you're not overwhelmed by games. So you see, quit, boom. So this one you can save and load by back and X, back and Y. Everything is explained in the wiki on the drive. Oh, PS3 was hard to choose, but Afterburner, of course. Batman, there is 11. God of War, of course. Metal Gear, Resogun, The Last of Us, Uncharted. And look, works really great. So that's it. Before releasing the drive, it's not ready yet. I want to do more tests on other peripheral and mini PC. Because maybe something wrong on another PC. Because the drive is working great. It's just I want to make it adaptable to any type of hardware and PC. PC, it's a pain in the butt sometimes. So look at that, guys. What the... Look, the quality. All right. Amazing. I'm gonna shut down the music maybe, no? Oh, I'm missing the logo, see? I'm missing the logo for Bloodborne on this style. I did have the cover, but I don't have the logo. Anyway, this is Bloodborne and Crash Bandicoot. I just added today, it's a fresh. I just finished adding PS4. I didn't realize the logo wasn't there. So I was testing, I say, oh, why not doing a video and showing to people at the same time. Around 46 PSP, but the best of the best. All the God of War, Grand Theft Auto, Killzone, you know, all the classic. Because I need to fit everything on a 2 terabyte. PSP Mini, it's not that big. It's all the mini game. This is not the most popular game, but it was not big. So maybe you want to try, yeah, look, Angry Bird. Why not? Who doesn't like Angry Bird, you know? So that's cool. It's all the mini game. I think that's the only wheel. It's not the best of the best. Saturn, best of the best. 17. After that, all the Sega 32, CD, CG, Mark III. This one is a computer, but I like it. Super Graph, Super Nintendo, of course. 309, right? And the Switch. It was hard to choose the Switch because there is so many good games on the Switch, but there is, look at that guys, 69 Switch game, no compromise, okay? Dark Soul and so on. Seriously, if I have to choose one system to go on an island, it's gonna be the Switch. It's got them all, alright? All the Mario, and I did all Mario Kart, and all the Zelda is right there. So I'm gonna go fast. So Wonderland, Jamboree, Smash Bros, of course, and all the Zelda, the four most popular Zelda, and that's it, Xenoblade and Zombie, boom. All works wonderful, trust me. I did a cleanup on the emulator and it works very great. If you have a problem with the controller on the Switch, you need just to go on the emulator and choose, pick up your controller, that's it. You need to press F11 in games or just boot the emulator, just set your controller. Just say, hey, that's the Xbox you're gonna use. It's possible also when you boot the game, you will have a pop-up. You will know that there is no controller plug. You click on the pop-up. It will say go to setting, click on it, choose your controller, close it, and go back to the game. And that's the only system he never pick your controller. Even he knows your controller is there, but he's not gonna pick it up. You need to click on it and choose it. After that, of course, there is TurboGrafx Vectrex. I really like it. Really like it. It's got all the shader, the colorful shader, not black and white. The bezel. WonderSwan, not so popular, but because most people will play on handheld, that's a handheld emulator, WonderSwan. Wii U, there is 23. Again, all the classic. And I did try to not put the same game, let's say Zelda on the Wii U and Zelda on the Switch, you know what I mean? So I take care to make sure there is no duplicated version. So I took the best version. And the Wii. The Wii works with your Xbox. That's the only drive I'm selling. You don't need a real Wiimote. It works with your whatever controller, Xbox. Let's boot a game. It works with the Xbox. If you want to work with your Wiimote, I don't know how it will. I'm not using the Dolphin emulator. So I don't know in RetroArch, it works on RetroArch, so I don't know in RetroArch how to set a Wiimote. I never did, to be honest, because all my RetroBeast use the Wii, the Dolphin emulator, and I know how to set it, the Wiimote. So this specific emulator for the Wii is set for Xbox controller, X input. All right, so press the 2 buttons and see, ready to play. So I quit. Xbox, one of the best system. 47, all the classic. 47, the best of the best Xbox game. Halo, of course. That's a ton. For 2 terabytes, full pack, seriously. Xbox 360, I just choose 19 games, the best of the best, right? Very cool. Well, let's boot it. Let's boot Tony Hawk. Whoop. Oh yeah, the first time you're gonna put, that's a warning. It's just whatever. It's just a warning. The first time you boot the emulator, click yes. Every time I plug, Every time I boot this, the Xenia, the Xbox, on another device, he asks me the same question about whatever. Just click yes. Click no, sorry. Yes, if you click yes on Xbox 360, the pop-up, it opens the browser. You need to read something about whatever. So that's the Xbox. Xbox One, I just added yesterday, just for fun. Crash Bandicoot, Cuphead, and Killer Instinct. I did choose 3 games that was unique to the Xbox One X. So yeah, but it's just for fun. It's not emulated, it's the PC version. Okay, but still good. Look at that, Killer Instinct. Hello. Yeah, sometimes you have a security warning. Depends on your PC. Sometimes you have a pop-up warning, would you like to run this software and blah, blah, blah. So on the LI, I know he show it often, so you need to click yes. What did I press? Does it run? Oh yeah, okay. So that's Killer Instinct and Glacius. So you choose single player. Of course, you're not online, so player versus CPU. So for now, all the system run flawless. There is no slowdown. It performs very well. If you have a potato or not a powerful PC for some reason, I explained you can go on the emulator and just lower the resolution, change the Vulkan to OpenGL, the API and stuff like that. But mostly the way I set it, it should run on low-end PC, okay? Low resolution. But if you have a powerful PC, you can also upscale the emulator, you know? Ask him to do 2, 3, 4 times the render if you want. Okay, but I go safe. I want to make sure you run on every single one. But if you want, you can boost the emulator performance if you want. Whoa! You son of a gun. Oh, there is a small slowdown there. But like I said, every game that when run the first time, there is some like pause or stutter. But after that, yeah, see now he run no problem. So wanna quit? Just quit and wait a few seconds for the process to close. And he comes back to the RetroBeast. If for some reason it didn't happen on this drive, but if there is a process, because the way it works when you boot the games, RetroBeast is waiting for the process to shut down. If you cannot see the RetroBeast come back, just go here, click on your RetroBeast. If it doesn't work, open Task Manager and close any game process that run. And if nothing works, force close RetroBeast, everything, or just reboot your PC. But it didn't happen yet, so. All right, so Xbox One, computer. And that's it. I will do a video in deep showing all the games on every system. I will do a game list on my site. I will provide all the spec minimum you need to run this, but mostly it should run on any modern handheld, name it, okay? Also, any modern mini PC will run. Any regular PC will run. You don't need to set your drive with letters. That's a good part. There is no F partition. The installation takes 30 seconds. You need to just do the security, remove on the drive, and that's it. It's plug and play. Make sure you always use the same drive partition for the fact of your security, or if you change the drive letters, it will work, but go back to your security and remove the security. Also, never unplug the drive when it's running, or even if it's not running, never unplug a drive like that when the PC is powered on. Always eject. If it doesn't want to eject, shut down your PC and after you eject, okay? I will surely provide a SD card. It's gonna be more expensive, like 100 bucks more expensive for a SD card. But seriously, this option is less expensive and it's more durable for long term. But if you really need to travel and have a SD card, I'm gonna offer it. I have a warranty, okay, 1 or 2 years on the drive. So if something happen, it's bad, you need to ship it to me, I will replace it. And okay, if you didn't break it or something, if it just break by himself, I'm gonna replace it. It's the manufacturer warranty, but you need to ship it to me, and I need to ask for a refund and send you another drive. So see, small pocket. So that's the beast, guys, the 2 terabyte. Stay tuned, I will do more video about it. I really like it. I like the fact it's modular and you can change all the theme. I like the game playlist. It's fun, it's portable. You have a ton of choice of game to play with. So come on, the music. Oh, see, shut down. Shut down the music. I'm gonna be copyrighted. All right. Stay tuned for the next video. I will do other video more in deep for how to install, how to change all the theme and so on. But there is not that much to explain because it's very, 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 very simple. Okay. You don't have the rain meter from the 24 terabyte, the 16, you know, the wallpaper engine, the safe backup, the sync recovery. It's just the launcher and the customization application and the small installation, and that's it. You can play. You shut down, you can plug it on another PC and go play on another PC, you know, no problem. And if you want, you never buy a RetroBeast and you want to play on your big PC, powerful PC, you can start with this 2 terabyte. It's a flavor of the big 24 terabytes. By the way, this is the RetroBeast version 2. This is based on the same version as the 24 terabyte, okay? This is the new launcher. It's very, very compatible with almost 99% of all the PC in the world, okay? You just need to have a good spec minimum, 16 gigabyte of RAM, a Ryzen 5000 minimum, you know, stuff like that, and you should be good to go. Good day, guys. See you. 2 terabyte rocks available soon.